glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
And he overshot that one, missing. Houston leading by 15. Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division, and as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs, but the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
And, you know, for the Rockets, they had a major gut check in the second round. Went down 3-1 against the Clippers. Came back to win the series in 7, including Game 6, when I dozed off when they were trailing by 19 in the 4th and was shocked to wake up in the morning and see they had forced the 7th game.
Now, here is Gallinari. 6 points for him. Another 3 for Denver.
They're shooting the ball extremely well right now. They're looking at that three-point shot as a way to get some extra offense and really continue to fortify their momentum.
And with the Rockets last postseason, their trip to the conference finals was as far as they would go. Went out to the Warriors in 5 games. Most of them, though, close ones. I think most fans were pleased with how far the team went last year in spite of all the injuries.
Here's Barton. Power down with both hands.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Here's Prigioni. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Nuggets ball.
Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. Fourth, the Nuggets.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
And that'll prompt Mike Malone to break right here. Timeout taken. Denver with a tough year last season. A lot of losses for them on the road as they would go, Clark, only 11-30 away from the Mile High City.
Yeah, and Kevin, they ended the season on a 5-game road losing streak as well. I mean, they had mostly given up at that point as they had tried to develop young players, and it just kind of blew up on them down the stretch.
A big problem for the Nuggets last year is that they just couldn't hit shots away from home. I mean, they finished in the bottom 5 in terms of field goal percentage on the road.
Hey, I've got one more note on the Nuggets and the road. I mean, when you shoot as poorly as they did, as you mentioned, you start to lose some confidence and second-guess things. It's a lot harder to fight through shooting slumps like that in somebody else's building, no doubt.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Well, guys, before last season, Trevor Ariza signing a 4-year, $32 million deal with the Rockets. Big free agent get for the team.
And, you know, they wanted to re-sign Chandler Parsons, Kevin, but with his departure, in comes Ariza, and Trevor is a quality replacement. I mean, a terrific wing defender, and he's a nice spot-up shooter as well.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 23. Anderson can't get it to go. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And Gallinari kicks to Barton. Screen by Fareed. Here's Barton, guarded by Harden. Here's Fareed. Again, the miss by Fareed.
And, you know, you compare their games. Ariza a bit more limited maybe offensively than Parsons, a few years older, but he's also a better defender and also better at playing without the basketball. Remember, you got 5 guys out there, only 1 ball. Sometimes your chemistry can improve when a guy doesn't need the basketball to be effective.
The Nuggets trail by 13. Pass to Jokic. There's the screen. Up and in on the layup.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
And, you know, for the Rockets, a nice pairing with James Harden and Trevor Ariza. Ariza, a spot-up shooter and defender, while Harden arguably the premier offensive creator in the league. I mean, they really complement each other well.
Now, here's Moutier. Pass to Jokic. Screen by Fareed. The feed now to Barton. And Denver Denver again with the bucket.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Now, here is Harden. D right on him. Harden draws the double, and the pass to Beverly. The kick out to Anderson. Clock at 6. Harden outside from deep. The shot will not go, and it's Denver the other way.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Here's Gallinari. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Gallinari's got 5 points in the quarter. Houston leading by 9. Harden outside. Over in the corner, Beverly. From downtown. Kept alive. Denver's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Now here's Moutier. Defended by Beverly. Moutier pass to Barton. To the paint. It's tipped. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Harden. Right through the D for the layup. Harden's got 29.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
They get a hand on it. Tries to save it. He's all alone. Ball going up court. Finishes the break with a slam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Here's Fareed following the score by Houston. Screen by Fareed. Gallinari dishes to Fareed. Shot clock at 4. Lays it up and banks it in. Fareed's got 7 points in the game.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And Beverly gets to a reset. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here's Moutier. Over in the corner, Chandler. From 10 feet out, misses off the right iron.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Anderson passes to Harden. To the middle, here's Nene. Good, it's Harden. With the assist that time. Nene's got his first points of the night.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Now here's Moutier, defended by Beverly. Anderson with the block. And it's the Rockets on the break. Harden's got the ball.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
Now here's Moutier. Here's Arthur. Anderson with the block. And Laverne kicks to Moutier. Teardrop shot. He lays it in.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Rockets leading by 15. Beverly with the ball. Kicks to Anderson. Lets it go from deep. Good. Anderson's got his